We have just launched our Trimaran for the first time since we bought her 4.5 years ago. And it was quite a transformation we did to the boat, or what do you think?
We have now left Chiapas and starting exploring the Pacific side of Mexico.
In the previous episode, we arrived to La Paz. We got to know the area and then headed out on a trip going north. We just left the island Espiritu Santos and were lucky enough to be able to raise the sail very soon afterwards.
This one is doing 3.4, what we can see on the AIS, and we're doing about 6 knots.
We made it to another beach, another anchorage. See her out there, hot souls. Yeah, we were not supposed to go to this. We were supposed to go to San Francisco, I think it's called. I don't know if you see it here. I can tune it in a little bit. Yeah. So you see the bigger mountains over there. It's a channel there with some current, and it's like 2 different kind of winds that comes in there as well. So it can be hard to tack. The wind was shifting all the time. So when we were tacking, a couple of minutes later we had another wind. So our tack angle became very, very bad, I have to say. And it was gusting, so maybe apparent we had about maybe up to 22 knots. So it wasn't too bad, but Karin wasn't too fond of it. So we decided to go to this beach. This is like just when we're entering the channel. So we tried a couple of tacks, but then sort of gave up on them. Anyhow, it's a beautiful place. It's one of the favorites of people coming here, just cruising the circuit test. So it's beautiful. Could probably come in a lot closer to shore, but I like to check it out before I'm committed to come in that close. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we re-anchor, or we'll see. It's always cool anchor in shallow waters.
There's music and there's laughter. I don't know if I'm scared of dying, but I'm scared of living too fast, too slow. Regret, remorse, hold on. No, I've gotta go. There's no starting over, no new beginnings. Time raises on. Just gotta keep on keeping on.
We would have taken us all evening tacking to San Francisco, but now we end up in Isla San Francisco instead. And like as soon as we came into the bay, it was almost no wind.
I try to do right what is wrong. I try to keep on keeping on. Yeah, I just keep on keeping on. I hear a voice calling out for me. These shackles I made in a town to be free. Be it for ease.
Downwind! How often do we sail downwind? Very, very, very few times so far. So we're really enjoying some very, very quiet moment now. There's no action at all. So I've had in mind a little bit more wind, but the apparent is usually down to maybe 3 knots, but we're still doing. Yeah, the apparent is about 5 now, and we're doing almost 5 knots. So it's almost dead downwind, so I have wing on wing on the sails. But yeah, it goes pretty alright, I have to say. So no rush. And yesterday was a little bit more action, going up this channel. So Karin, I think he likes this a lot better. Me, it can be nice with this kind of sailing too, but a little bit more action wouldn't have And guess what? We have wind again! Awesome. I think we're having maybe around 12 knots, doing 6.5 knots. So we have 12 knots through. Apparent it's right now 9. So we're still doing wing on wing. It was a little bit frustrating. For maybe an hour and 1.5 hours we're doing like 3 knots, and the Genoa didn't have really enough wind to get full. We're sailing at about 160 degrees to the wind angle, and so far it behaves pretty alright to do wing on wing.
This is perfect sailing for me, yeah.
What's the best with this?
It's like we're just flying. We can't even feel it. There's no motions on the boat. We're just flying. That's the best.
And you're not worried.
Yeah, I'm just worried that we're gonna do a Chinese job anytime, but I trust you that you're quick. Release your camera if something happens.
You're having a hard time choosing the next anchorage?
The wind is not as we predicted, so yeah.
Not as we predicted. It was not as the forecast. I haven't predicted anyway.
The predict wind, you know, company. But yeah, it seems like we have a little bit of northeast winds, and both the anchorage we're going to is open in that direction. So we hope it's gonna change or calm down a little bit. We will go there and have a look, and if it doesn't suit us, I guess we just have to continue in the dark, going north.
I pick up a broken comb, run it through my thin gray hair. Though I don't have any plans tonight, I'm not going anywhere.
So one night in this anchorage. We re-anchored one time here yesterday, and we weren't really happy. And now the wind has shifted again, so you probably see here that we're getting some swells in, and the boat is rocking a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna re-anchor now. And it was actually, we just found a super good spot, but then of course somebody else re-anchored and took that spot. You have to be quick here. What else today? Yeah, Karin did a super saver mission. There was a dinghy that was drifting here, so she dove in and picked it up and rowed it to our boat. But whose dinghy was it? Of course, it was a dinghy belonging to one of the sailboats that just left. So we could just see him raising his sails and sail away. And we tried to hail him on the radio, but nothing. But then another sailboat, another power boat got in contact with a panga here, and they drove out. At that time it had gone like 15 minutes, so they were like several miles away. So they had to turn around, and after, I don't know, maybe a half an hour, they got back, and the fishermen drove it out the last couple of 100 meters. Yeah, you have to make sure your dinghy is still after the boat when you're leaving. We sort of never leave with the dinghy in the water. I don't know if they had it in the water, if they had it on the davits, but somehow they didn't know, they didn't really realize that they lost the dinghy. And the dinghy, that's super important, because that's your car getting from A to B, or getting into the beach at least, or into towns if you're not in a marina. So, but now it's time to re-anchor. You know, we anchored pretty close to shore, you see here, and our depth sounder isn't that good, I have to say. Something wrong, because when it's like below 4 meters, so about 12 feet, there's no readings. And the charts, no, the chart doesn't really say this close, just about. So when you're the anchoring manager, like Karin, then you have to go out and do a manual sounding. For the one who is not interested in going on a boat, but still want to see the unbeaten path, we have seen several camping tours on our way so far. Some where you can get to with an RV, and some that only is accessible by boat.
In the ground, though I'm blind, my dear, I see. Let the chorus sing without me. My body breaks, my mind it sleeps with you. Oh, oh, oh.
Alright, we reached the top. It's quite a view you have over here over the bay, and you see these 4 boats and especially hot sauce. You see her? She is like there somewhere. Yeah, and a little bit tricky. I chose the wrong choose again, you know. Yeah, I have to myself to blame. Well, we have enjoyed the view up here now, so yeah, I'm just gonna slide down.
It's a great view. I love it.
What's your best hikes or lookout point so far?
I think it's this one because we haven't been to that many yet actually.
Isabella was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're the same standard I would say. But we can look for better ones.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you got lost.
Me?
Yeah.
Me sitting and waiting for you all the time.
Oh, waiting. I'm working to create this video.
You're busy.
Of course, I'm always busy.
Quite cool stone formations here. It looks like a doe. We're just about to leave Los Gatos, and we've been here now for 2 days, or 2 nights actually, and that was 1 night more than we had planned to stay here. But yesterday it was a little bit more northerly winds. We chose to leave today instead because it was more favorable winds, so today will be a nicer sail, maybe not as fast, but more comfortable. So yeah, probably leave in 20 minutes or so. Karin's just about to finish her morning work, the dishes.